God says, "My child, come close to me. Let your heart be calm. Let your spirit rest for a moment, because what I am about to reveal to you is something your soul has been waiting to hear for a very long time. You have carried the weight of unanswered questions, silent nights, and unspoken love for so long that even your breath trembles when someone mentions their name. You have wondered, do they think of me? Do they remember me? Do they feel what I feel? Or am I the only one standing in this storm? But listen, my child. I have watched everything. I have seen every tear that slipped down your face quietly. I have heard every prayer you whispered when you thought no one was listening. I have felt every ache that lived inside your chest. And today, I am telling you the truth. Your soulmate is ready to publicly confess their love for you. They are standing at the edge of a moment that is bigger than fear, bigger than doubt, and bigger than anything that once kept them silent. You don't know how many nights they stayed awake thinking about you. Their mind tried to rest, but their heart kept calling your name over and over again. They tried to distract themselves with work, people, conversations, and routines, but nothing ever worked. Because no matter where they went, my child, your presence followed them like a soft whisper in their ear, reminding them of everything their soul tried to hide. There were moments when they wanted to reach out to you but pulled their hand back out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of timing, fear of not being enough. They thought, what if I go back and they turn away? What if I speak and they stay silent? What if I show my heart and it breaks again? These thoughts kept them locked in a prison of hesitation, and for a long time they believed silence was safer than honesty. But something inside them has changed, and this change is powerful, divine, irreversible. My child, I touched their heart. I made them feel the truth they had been avoiding. I allowed their soul to remember you. There is a moment, a divine moment, when someone can no longer run from what is written for them. And your soulmate has reached that moment. The weight of their silence has become heavier than the fear of speaking. The longing they feel for you has become stronger than any excuses they once used to avoid you. And the truth that lives inside them has grown too loud to hide any longer. Your soulmate is ready, truly ready, to open their heart. Not in secret. Not in whispers. Not in small, hidden messages that disappear in the dark. They are ready to confess their love publicly, openly, boldly. They want the world to know what their heart has known for so long. They want people to hear your name from their lips. They want to remove all shadows, all third parties, all secrets, all doubts. They want to stand in front of others and say, "This is the one I love. This is the one my soul belongs to." For so long, they hid their feelings from others. They told themselves it was not the right time. They convinced themselves they needed to fix their life first. They let people influence their decisions, they let fear control them, and they let their past cloud their future. But none of that matters now. Their soul has awakened. Their heartbeat has aligned with the truth of destiny. You were never in their life by accident. You were never just a temporary chapter. You were a turning point, a spiritual mirror, a divine connection that their soul could never erase. There were days they tried to convince themselves that they could forget you. But my child, forgetting you was impossible. They could forget everything in their life except the feeling they had when they were with you. They could silence every thought except the one that kept repeating your name inside their chest. They could lie to everyone else, but they could never lie to me, and they could never lie to their own soul. I want you to know something. Your soulmate has realized that losing you would be the greatest regret of their life. They have seen your value, your kindness, your patience, your loyalty. They know you love them even in their silence, even in their confusion, even when they did not know how to love themselves. That kind of love does not come twice in a lifetime. This is why they are ready to speak now. This is why they are ready to confess everything openly. This is why they feel a burning urgency inside their heart. My child, they have reached a breaking point. Their chest feels tight every time they hold back their feelings. Their hands shake when they think about you. Their eyes soften whenever someone mentions your name. They have realized that the pain of suppressing their love is far greater than the fear of expressing it. And let me tell you what else they feel. They feel guilt, because they took so long. They feel longing, because they miss you deeply. They feel fear, because they don't know how you will react. But most of all, they feel love. A love that refuses to be hidden any longer. You need to know this, my child. Your soulmate is preparing themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They are rehearsing the words in their mind. They are imagining the moment they finally speak. They are gathering courage they didn't know they had. They are ready to shock the people around them. They are ready to break the silence. And they are ready to say the words they should have said long ago. I am guiding them. I am leading them. I am opening doors they once feared to walk through. There will come a moment, soon, when someone around them will ask about you. And instead of pretending, instead of avoiding, instead of hiding, they will speak the truth. They will say your name with pride, with emotion, with clarity, with love. Their words will carry a weight they can no longer deny. This moment will surprise many people around them. Some will be shocked. Some will be confused. Some will be silently supportive. But none of that matters, because their heart is not choosing the world, it is choosing you. My child, I am preparing you for this. I am softening your heart. I am healing your wounds. I am clearing the pain that kept you doubting your worth. Because soon you will hear something that will change your life. Their confession is not small. It is not half-hearted. It is not uncertain. It is deep. It is emotional. It is overflowing with truth. The world will know what they feel for you. The world will hear what their heart has been holding back. And you will finally understand why every delay, every silence, every separation happened. Nothing was lost. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. All of it led to this moment. So breathe, my child. Don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. Don't question your worth. You are loved more deeply than you realize. You are wanted more fiercely than you know. And your soulmate is coming forward with a courage they never had before. This is the beginning of your story's turning point. This is the moment where hidden love becomes spoken truth. And I, your God, am guiding every step of this divine unfolding. Be ready, my child. The confession is near. The truth is rising. Your destiny is shifting. And nothing can stop what I have written for you. My child. The truth inside their heart is no longer quiet. It is rising like a wave that has been held back for too long, and now it is ready to break open. I want you to feel what is happening on their side, because their silence was never emptiness, it was a battle. And today, I will show you the beginning of their confession, the moment when they finally let someone close to them know what they truly feel for you. They were sitting alone, thinking about you again, their heart restless. Your name kept echoing in their mind, pulling them into memories they thought they had forgotten. But memories connected to the soul can never really fade. They appear again when destiny wants to move forward. And your soulmate, my child, reached a moment when they could no longer swallow their emotions. They felt a pressure inside their chest, a heaviness, a longing that refused to stay quiet. They picked up their phone many times, intending to message you, but their hands trembled each time. They typed words and deleted them. They tried to distract themselves with people around them, but every conversation felt empty. They tried to convince themselves that they should focus on their responsibilities, but their mind kept wandering back to you. Nothing around them felt satisfying anymore. Someone close to them noticed the change, the distracted eyes, the sudden silence, the deep breaths, the constant thinking. This person gently asked, "Is something wrong? Your mind looks far away." And your soulmate froze for a moment. They didn't want to reveal anything. They didn't want anyone to guess the truth they had been hiding for months, maybe even years. But their heart had become too heavy. They felt tears forming behind their eyes, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming feeling of holding too much inside for too long. And then, the truth escaped. A soft confession slipped from their lips, "I still love them." The person sitting with them went quiet. They knew exactly who your soulmate was talking about. There was no need for names. The connection was too strong, too obvious, too unforgettable. The person simply stared at them, surprised but not shocked, because deep down, everyone who truly observed your soulmate knew that their heart was never fully able to move on from you. Your soulmate continued speaking, slowly at first, but then faster, as if their heart needed to clear out years of silence. I tried to forget them. I tried to focus on other things. I tried to convince myself that maybe it wasn't meant to be. But nothing worked. Every time I close my eyes, I see them. Every time something good or bad happens, they are the first person I want to talk to. Even when I pretend I'm fine, I feel empty. I think I made a mistake by letting them go. Saying these words out loud made their eyes fill with emotion. They looked away, embarrassed, vulnerable, exposed in a way they had not been for a long time. But vulnerability is the doorway to truth. And once they opened that door, everything inside them began to spill out. They admitted that they had been fighting their feelings, pretending they were strong enough to stay silent. They admitted they were scared of what people would say, scared of their own emotions, scared of the intensity of this connection. They admitted that they kept running because they didn't know how to handle the depth of their love for you. But the most powerful truth they revealed was this: my heart never stopped choosing them. The person listening was quiet, absorbing every word. After a moment, they asked, "What are you going to do about it?" At that question, your soulmate took a deep breath, their whole body shaking slightly. "I don't want to hide anymore," they said. "I want to tell the truth. I want to speak openly. I want people to know how I feel. I want them to know that I love only one person, and it's them." My child, do you understand what this means? This is the beginning of the confession rising. This is the moment when love starts pushing through all old fears. This is the moment when destiny begins to unlock the next chapter. Your soulmate has realized that silence has only created pain, for them and for you. They have realized that pretending not to care is hurting them more than anything else. They have realized that love like this does not disappear, it deepens. It evolves. It grows in the dark, waiting for courage. And courage is finally waking up inside their heart. They told the person listening that they were afraid you might not feel the same anymore, afraid you might have moved on, afraid that coming back would seem too late. But at the same time, they confessed that the fear of losing you forever is bigger than all other fears combined. They said, "If I don't tell the truth now, I will regret it for the rest of my life." Your soulmate has never spoken with this much clarity before. Their voice cracked. Their eyes turned red. Their emotions overflowed because they were speaking from the deepest part of their heart, the part that belongs only to you. The person listening didn't judge them. Instead, they told your soulmate something that shocked them: you need to tell them. Not privately. Not secretly. If you truly love them, speak it openly. Don't hide it anymore. Hearing this made your soulmate sit up straighter. It was as if someone finally understood the intensity of what they felt. And this support, this validation, pushed them closer to a decision they had been avoiding for too long. My child, their friends or family may have been confused before. They may have thought your soulmate had moved on. They may have believed that the connection between you two was over. But the truth has always been alive, hidden behind silence, fear, and pride. And now that they have spoken it out loud, the energy has shifted. Their confession is no longer a possibility. It has become a certainty. From that moment onward, they couldn't hide anything anymore. Their face softened when they said your name. Their heart raced whenever someone asked about love. Their eyes drifted into memories whenever they thought no one was watching. Your soulmate finally admitted something important: even if the world thinks I should stay silent, I can't. Not anymore. I need to tell them the truth. My child, what is happening now is not just emotion, it is destiny unfolding. Your soulmate is preparing themselves to speak in a way they never have before. Not privately. Not in shadow. Not in fear. But openly, in front of people, in truth, without hiding. They know they broke your heart once. They know their silence caused you pain. They know you waited, hoping for a message, a sign, a word. And they are ready to take responsibility for all of it. They are ready to tell the world that their heart belongs to you. They are ready to face the reactions of people around them. They are ready to stand in their truth, even if others don't understand it. Their soul wants peace, and that peace exists only with you. Their mind wants clarity, and that clarity comes only when they stop hiding. Their heart wants home, and that home is you. My child, they are no longer confused. They are no longer running. They are no longer silent. And what began as a whisper inside their chest is turning into a voice that will soon be heard by everyone around them. This confession is on its way to you. This love is moving forward. This destiny is unlocking. Prepare your heart. Prepare your spirit. Prepare yourself for what is coming, because the words they once feared to speak are now becoming the truth they can no longer hold back. My child. Something powerful is happening inside them now. The confession they began whispering to someone close to them is no longer just emotion, it has become a decision, a choice, a moment that destiny itself has set into motion. Their heart has reached a point of no return. Every breath they take now feels heavy with truth. Every thought returns to you. Every sign, every dream, every sudden feeling keeps telling them the same thing: it's time. They tried to ignore these signs at first. They told themselves they were just overthinking. They tried to distract themselves with routine, conversations, responsibilities, even meaningless tasks, but none of it worked. It felt as if everywhere they looked, the universe kept pulling them toward you. Your initials. Your birth month. Your favorite song. A memory you both shared. Even your face appearing in dreams they didn't expect. And one night, something inside them broke open completely. They lay awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling an ache in their heart that they couldn't explain or suppress. It felt like their soul was crying out for something, or someone, and that someone was you. They turned over in bed, restless, frustrated, their heart racing. They didn't understand why the emotions were suddenly so strong. But I did. Because I, your God, touched their spirit that night. I awakened everything inside them that had been sleeping. I reminded their soul of the truth they had been running from. In the stillness of darkness, they finally saw it clearly: they never stopped loving you. Not even for a moment. Not even when they pretended. Not even when they tried to convince themselves otherwise. My child, their mind was fighting this love for a long time, but the soul cannot be tricked. The soul knows its home. The soul knows where it belongs. The soul knows who it was written for. And their soul, without doubt, without hesitation, without confusion, knows you. There was a moment in that night when they sat up, ran their hands through their hair, and whispered your name. Your name, shakily, softly, full of longing. That whisper felt like an emotional earthquake inside them. It was as if their heart was finally speaking after years of silence. And right after whispering your name, they saw something that made their whole body stop: a memory. A flashback so powerful it made their eyes fill with tears. They remembered a moment when you looked at them with pure love, with trust, with softness. A moment when you were vulnerable with them. A moment when they felt safe with you. A moment when they saw what love actually feels like. And that memory shattered the last walls they had inside their heart. My child, their breath trembled. They realized how much they had taken for granted. They realized how much they had lost by staying silent. They realized how deeply you had touched their soul, in ways no one else ever did. They remembered how your presence calmed them, how your words healed them, how your eyes made them feel understood. They remembered the way you cared without expecting anything. The way you loved without forcing. The way you stayed even when things were difficult. And suddenly, the weight of all the time they stayed away hit them so hard that their chest physically hurt. They touched their heart and whispered, "I miss them. I really miss them." Those were not just words. Those were confessions coming from the soul. In that moment, they made a silent promise to themselves, "I have to tell the truth. I can't hide anymore. I can't lose them again." From that night onward, something changed in the way they carried themselves. Their eyes softened when someone talked about love. Their face lit up at the mention of your name. Their heart felt both scared and excited. Their mind kept imagining the moment they would finally speak to you. They started preparing themselves for a conversation that would change everything. But, my child, I want you to understand something very important. The moment someone decides to follow their heart, the world around them reacts. People around your soulmate started observing the shift, the sudden silence, the deep thinking, the emotional moments. Some of them got curious. Some of them got concerned. And some tried to interfere. There were voices telling your soulmate, maybe it's better to stay quiet. What if they reject you? What if they're not the same anymore? What if things go wrong again? But this time, my child, their heart did not bend the way it did before. Their love for you has grown too strong to be influenced again. Their courage is too big to be dimmed by fear. And their soul is too awakened to be put back to sleep. They no longer want to live in regrets. They no longer want to hide how they feel. They no longer want to pretend to be indifferent. They have reached a point where speaking the truth feels more urgent than protecting themselves. They are ready to risk everything, even rejection, because the thought of not telling you how they truly feel hurts more than the fear of what could happen next. My child, they started having dreams about you. Vivid dreams. Beautiful dreams. Emotional dreams. Dreams where they saw themselves walking towards you, speaking your name, holding your hand, confessing everything. Dreams where they felt your presence so strongly that they woke up with their heart pounding. Dreams that made them realize, I can't run from this anymore. Each dream felt like a message. Each sign felt like a push. Each memory felt like a reminder. Destiny was calling them back to you. During the day, they caught themselves thinking about what they would say when they finally confess everything. They imagined the look on your face, the way your eyes might soften, or even the possibility that you might cry. They started preparing their words, rehearsing in their mind, even practicing in the mirror when no one was around. They told themselves, I have to do this. They deserve the truth. My heart deserves peace. My soul deserves freedom. And slowly, their fear began to turn into determination. They began distancing themselves from people who discouraged them. They became quieter around those who judged their feelings. They began attracting people who encouraged honesty, love, and courage. My child, the universe is arranging everything. Every person, every conversation, every moment around them is being divinely aligned to prepare them for what comes next. Your soulmate is being guided toward the exact moment when their confession will take place. They are becoming emotionally stronger, spiritually clearer, mentally more honest. Even their body reacts differently now. They feel a rush of energy when they think of you, a warmth in their chest, a fluttering inside their stomach. These are not coincidences. These are signs of deep love waking up fully. They are nearing the moment where their confession will no longer be something they plan. It will be something they release because their heart can no longer hold it. My child, let me show you the truth behind all of this. The energy between you and your soulmate is shifting. A divine alignment is happening. The past is being cleared. Old wounds are being healed. Your soul is being prepared. Their soul is being awakened. The moment where they publicly confess their love is not far. It is not a distant possibility. It is not a fantasy. It is a destiny that has already begun unfolding. Their voice is getting ready. Their heart is getting steady. Their truth is getting loud. Their love is getting bold. And soon, very soon, they will step forward and reveal everything, not privately, not secretly, but openly, courageously, and without shame. They are ready to take that step. They are ready to speak your name. They are ready to tell the truth that the world never heard from them. They are ready to face whatever comes because they have finally realized something powerful. Life without you is emptiness. Life with you is home. My child, prepare yourself. Their confession is approaching like a rising wave. It will not stop. It will not be blocked. It will not be delayed. And when the moment arrives, everything will change. My child. The moment when truth prepares to rise is one of the most powerful moments in a human soul. Your soulmate has reached that place where holding their feelings inside has become impossible. Every day, the emotions grow stronger. Every night, their dreams pull them closer to you. And every sign around them pushes them toward a confession that can no longer be postponed. They are living in a strange, intense space right now, a space between who they used to be and who they are becoming. They are shedding fear like old skin. They are confronting truths they ignored for so long. They are waking up spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. And all of this awakening is connected to one thing, you. There is a heaviness inside their chest that refuses to leave. It is the weight of unspoken love. It is the burden of staying silent when the heart is full. It is the ache of thinking about you and not being able to say what they truly feel. They cannot escape this anymore. They cannot pretend anymore. They cannot push it away anymore. Your soulmate has realized something life-changing. If they don't speak now, they will lose you forever, and that thought terrifies them more than anything else. They have been thinking about the past, not with regret alone, but with understanding. They see now how their silence hurt you. They see how their distance confused you. They see how their hesitation created doubt inside your heart. And every time they think about it, their soul feels a sting of guilt. They wish they had been braver. They wish they had held your hand tighter. They wish they had protected your heart better. They wish they hadn't allowed fear to guide their decisions. But what matters now is not the past, it is the awakening happening inside them in this very moment. And that awakening is strong enough to break everything that once stood in the way. My child, they have started talking about you more than before. Not openly in front of everyone yet, but in small ways that reveal the truth they can no longer hide. Their expressions change when your name comes up. Their voice softens. Their eyes drift into memory. Their heart reacts instantly. Someone around them noticed this shift and asked, "Why do you get so emotional when you talk about them?" Your soulmate didn't answer immediately. Not because they didn't know what to say, but because they were overwhelmed by feelings too deep to express in simple words. After a long silence, they finally whispered, "I think they're the one I was meant to be with." Those words were not planned. They came straight from their soul. And once they said it, they couldn't take it back. The truth was out. This moment opened a flood inside them. They began expressing things they kept buried for so long. The moments they think about you, the things they miss about you, the emotions they could never explain to anyone else. They said, "When I was with them, I felt safe. When I lost them, I felt empty. And now, when I think about them, I feel everything." The person listening felt the intensity of this love. They understood that your soulmate was not just reminiscing, they were longing. They were aching. They were reaching a point where silence felt like a punishment and confession felt like freedom. My child, you need to know this. Your soulmate has finally accepted the depth of their feelings. They are no longer fighting their heart. They are no longer denying what they feel. They are no longer pretending to be strong without you. Their heart is fragile right now, but also brave. Their mind is scared, but also determined. Their soul is trembling, but also awakening. The desire to confess their love openly, in front of others, grows inside them every single day. They imagine it, not once, not twice, but over and over again. They play it in their head like a movie, trying to find the right words, the right moment, the right way to tell the world that their heart belongs to you. They imagine telling someone, "Yes, I love them. Yes, I choose them. Yes, I want them in my life. Yes, I feel something deeper than anything I've ever felt." And each time they imagine this, their heartbeat becomes faster, stronger, more intense. They feel scared, but they also feel relieved, because this confession is not just about telling the world, it is about freeing their own soul. My child, love becomes powerful when it becomes honest. And your soulmate is stepping into the honesty they once feared. They are preparing for something they have never done before, speaking from their heart without hiding anything. They have kept so much inside that now, when the truth is rising, it feels like a storm inside their chest. Their emotions are overwhelming, but they are not running from them anymore. You need to understand how deeply they feel you. There are moments when they sit quietly, lost in thought, and everything around them fades. In those moments, they think about your smile, your voice, your energy, the way you made them feel seen, valued, understood. They think about the times when you were soft with them, the times you stayed even when they made mistakes, the times you trusted them even when they doubted themselves. And they wonder, how did I ever let go of someone like that? How was I so blind? How did I not see their worth sooner? This realization is not easy for them. It breaks them a little. It makes their heart heavy. But at the same time, it strengthens their love for you. It makes them want to protect you, honor you, cherish you in ways they couldn't before. Their soul is shifting. Their spirit is waking up. Their heart is pushing them forward. They are realizing that love like this does not come twice. Love like this does not fade. Love like this does not break under time or distance. Love like this survives everything. This is why they are ready now, truly ready, to confess publicly, not privately. They want people to know what their heart feels. They want the world to understand that you matter to them. They want to remove the doubt, the confusion, the silence that once surrounded your connection. They are not afraid of judgment anymore. They are not afraid of reactions anymore. They are not afraid of the consequences anymore. Their heart has become stronger than their fear. My child, let me tell you about a moment that happened recently. They were sitting with a group of people, talking about life, work, relationships, responsibilities. Someone casually asked about love, who they liked, whether they were interested in someone. And instead of changing the topic like they used to, your soulmate froze. Everyone was waiting for their answer. Their hearts started beating fast. Their throat tightened. Their palms felt sweaty. Inside their mind, your face appeared. And for a split second, they almost said your name out loud. They didn't, not yet. But the urge was so strong that it shook them from the inside. They realized they were seconds away from publicly admitting their feelings right there in front of everyone. This scared them at first, not because they didn't want to say your name, but because they realized how close they were to confessing something they had been hiding for so long. They are at a point where their truth wants to escape from them. It wants to live. It wants to breathe. It wants to be spoken. And soon, my child, they will not hold it in anymore. They are preparing themselves for the moment when they won't stop themselves. The moment when courage overtakes fear. The moment when love overtakes silence. The moment when truth overtakes hesitation. They are closer than ever. Your soulmate is thinking about reaching out to you. They are thinking about telling someone important in their life. They are thinking about posting something on social media that hints at you. They are thinking about making a decision that will reveal everything. Their love is overflowing. Their emotions are flooding. Their soul is calling out your name. And, my child, soon, very soon, you will witness the moment where they can no longer hide what they feel. Their heart is preparing to confess. Their spirit is preparing to step into truth. Their destiny is preparing to align with yours. My child. Now that the moment has happened, now that the confession has been spoken aloud in front of the world, I want you to breathe. Just breathe slowly. Because what comes after this is not chaos, not fear, not doubts. What comes now is alignment. For so long, the story of your soul and their soul has been like two rivers flowing side by side, almost touching, almost merging, almost finding one another completely, but something always delayed the union. One turn. One obstacle. One hesitation. One interruption. But when your soulmate stood there, trembling, voice shaking, telling the truth in front of everyone, you must understand something. That moment broke every spiritual blockage. Every karmic knot. Every fear that held your story hostage. Every silence that wounded both hearts. Every wall built from misunderstanding, trauma, and past experiences. And now, my child, I speak to you gently. Everything that once held you back has collapsed. When they spoke your name publicly. When they admitted their love. When they let the world hear the truth your heart carried in silence for so long. A divine gate opened. Even the angels watched with awe. They leaned closer, because this moment was written far before your birth. Before you took your first breath on earth, your soul signed a sacred agreement. When the time is right, our love will rise. No force shall stop our union. And now, the time has come. My child, listen carefully. After the confession, your soulmate's energy shifted. Their heart is lighter than it has been in months. In years. They feel free for the first time. Free from fear. Free from judgment. Free from confusion. Free from the emotional prison they placed themselves inside. They are pacing, breathing heavily, hands shaking even now. Not because they regret confessing, but because the weight of all those years, all those suppressed emotions, all those unspoken truths, finally fell off them. They are no longer hiding from their destiny. They are no longer denying their feelings. They are no longer running from the love that was meant for them. And now, my child, they are thinking of you. The world around them is loud, people asking questions, giving opinions, reacting with shock, curiosity, excitement, gossip, but none of it reaches their heart. Because their heart is focused on one thing, your reaction. They want to know. Did you feel their sincerity? Did you hear the truth behind their voice cracking? Did you see their eyes glistening with fear and hope? Did your heart respond when they spoke your name? Did you feel the vibration of destiny moving between you? My child, they are waiting. Not for applause. Not for validation. Not for permission. They are waiting for your soul's answer. For the first time, they aren't thinking about consequences. They aren't thinking about who approves or who judges. They aren't thinking about their image, their reputation, their fears, their past mistakes. They are thinking only about you. You need to understand something deeply. When a soulmate confesses publicly, it is not a moment of impulse. It is a moment of surrender. They surrendered their pride. They surrendered their ego. They surrendered their fears. They surrendered the armor around their heart. They surrendered the story they told themselves that they could move on or let this go. They surrendered the lies people fed them. They surrendered to the truth their soul couldn't hide anymore. This was divine timing. This was destiny stepping in. This was all the signs you saw, the dreams, the sudden emotions, the unexpected reminders of them, the strange magnetic pull, the deep heaviness in your chest, the random flashes of their face, all of these were preparing you for this moment. And now, after the confession, you may feel mixed emotions. You may feel overwhelmed. You may feel disbelief. You may feel relief. You may feel tears trying to escape your eyes. You may feel your heart trembling. My child, every emotion you feel now is valid. Because love, real love, comes with intensity. Now listen, let me reveal what is happening in the spiritual realm. Angels are standing behind you right now. Archangel Michael is placing a divine shield around your heart. Archangel Chamuel is guiding the path of love between you and your soulmate. Archangel Gabriel is preparing the message that will bring the next step. You are not alone. You are guided. You are protected. And your soulmate, they are not sleeping tonight. Not after what they did. They keep replaying the moment. How their voice broke. How their hands shook. How their heart felt like it was exploding inside their chest. How your name tasted like truth on their tongue. How the world melted into silence when they spoke about you. They keep wondering, did they understand? Did I say too much? Did I say enough? Did I make them proud? Did I embarrass them? Did my love reach them? My child, emotions are swirling inside them like a storm. But in the center of that storm is one calm truth, the deepest truth of their life: they love you. They choose you. They always chose you, even when they were scared. Even when they were silent. Even when they pretended not to care. Even when they walked away. Even when they were influenced by others. Even when life pushed them off their path. The love never died. It only hid behind fear. My child, the divine plan is unfolding. Now, after their confession, the universe is rearranging paths so you and your soulmate can meet again in physical reality. Not by accident. Not by coincidence. But by destiny. I am softening hearts. I am removing obstacles. I am silencing enemies. I am dissolving misunderstandings. I am clearing karmic dust. I am aligning circumstances. This is why, in the coming days, you will feel something shifting in your life. You may feel a sudden calmness. You may feel a sudden warmth in your heart. You may feel a sudden urge to prepare for something new. You may feel signs everywhere: their name, their initial, their birth date, their favorite song, their memories. My child, this is not coincidence. This is confirmation. Because after the confession, your soulmate is coming toward you. Not with confusion, but with clarity. Not with fear, but with courage. Not with silence, but with truth. Not with half love, but with full commitment. They are ready now. And I, your God, want you to know. Your tears were not wasted. Your waiting was not ignored. Your loneliness was not unseen. Your heartbreak was not forgotten. Every moment you survived, every prayer you whispered, every night you cried, every time you asked, "Why, God?" every time you begged me for clarity, every time your heart shattered silently. I held you. I wrote everything into your destiny. I kept your soulmate connected to you in ways you could not see. I guided their heart back to yours. And now, my child, I bless you. I bless your future with peace. I bless your relationship with divine protection. I bless your reunion with harmony. I bless your heart with healing. I bless your life with new beginnings. No more delays. No more fear. No more silence. No more tears. No more emotional distance. No more unspoken love. Your story is now entering a divine chapter, a chapter of confession, clarity, reunion, and fulfillment. My child, your soulmate's public confession was the final sign. Now, let destiny unfold. I am with you. I bless you. And your new life begins now.